Welcome to the One NFP Financials and Financials Lite training on accounts, funds, and dimensions. Before you get started in the system and start implementing, you really need to understand accounts, funds, and dimensions and how they interact. One NFP Financials and Financials Lite work with a logical, table-driven chart of accounts. This means as you are entering a transaction, you select the different pieces of it, the different segments of the account. This would be compared to a linear chart of accounts that other systems use, where you have to create accounts in your chart of accounts for every combination you use. So let's start with the account. The GL account you might also call the natural account. For example, you may have accounts for accounts payable, for individual contributions, another account for corporate contributions, or an account for office supplies. Every transaction you enter will have an account. It actually will have two because it's a balance transaction. So there'll be a balance, an initial entry, and a balance entry. Next, let's talk about funds. Funds are also required on every transaction that you enter. The fund is used to track buckets of money, if you will. You may have a fund for unrestricted contributions and a fund for restricted contributions. Or you may have a fund to track a grant from a specific funder. If you cross funds, the software is automatically going to create the due to, due from entries because we always keep funds in balance. Finally, we have dimensions. You can create up to 8 dimensions. I have 3 here in my sample company. They are not required by default, but you can make them required under certain circumstances. So for example, let's say I want to have a value in the cost center dimension for every transaction that posts against an expense account. I want to make sure I'm tracking my expenses closely. I can define a rule that says if you're posting to a GL account, you have to have a value in the cost center dimension. So hopefully that's given you an understanding of how accounts and funds and dimensions can work together to create your account string. Thank you very much and keep your eye out for more training.